Taylor, welcome to ISHI 35.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
So is this your first, second, third, ninth ISHI? How many have you been to?
This is my very first one.
Well, congratulations. Are you having a good time?
A wonderful time. You guys do amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. So what has been one of the best parts so far for you here at ISHI?
I mean, the best part is just being around the forensic science community, seeing what everyone's doing, the advancements, the talks, the posters. It's great.
It's great. So what did you come to ISHI for? Are you presenting something for us here this year?
I am here at ISHI to present on my poster for Mass Disaster Response Toolkit.
Oh, that sounds massive. So what is a mass disaster toolkit? Tell me about that.
So it is a toolkit that is going to support agencies who, if they're ever in a position where they have to immediately deploy a rapid DNA instrumentation, that they have documents to work with, and then hopefully they'll take those documents and adapt them that will fit their agency structure, and then they'll have a response plan for the future.
Okay, so is this a product that somebody can purchase now? Is it an item that I can get somewhere?
So it is a no-cost publicly available resource, and it'll be published on the Forensic Technology Center of Excellence website, hopefully soon.
That is fantastic. And so did you come up with this? Was this through your university, or how did this come about?
So this is a partnership between Marshall University Forensic Science Center and the Forensic Technology Center of Excellence as part of a cooperative agreement with the National Institute of Justice.
That is a really, really important thing to have, right?
Absolutely.
A toolkit for these actual instances. Could you give me when's the time when this might have been a good to have or a good time to employ something like this?
So this toolkit will be great to employ if you have a wildfire, if you have a building collapse out of nowhere, or say a bridge collapses, and these are events that you're not necessarily anticipating to happen. They're things that we often don't think about, but when they do, we have to have a plan in place, and hopefully this toolkit will help in those moments.
So it's not deployed yet? Or it is?
It's not. It will be hopefully in the upcoming months.
Okay.
But we have a barcode that you can scan at the poster if you wanted to check the newsletter, because it will be published there once it's available.
Okay, so have you had any interest, like people come up to your poster? Have they been expressing interest in this and like, this is something that would be very beneficial to us? Absolutely,
especially because of all the great talks leading up to this poster presentation. So I think everyone's kind of getting excited for what the capabilities of rapid DNA instrumentation can do for the community and how it can be used.
Yeah. Was there any talks or anything here at the ISHI that were specific to like a mass casualty incidents?
Yeah, so there was actually just a panel discussion a little bit earlier today with the New York Medical Examiner's Office, and they discussed different challenges and successes that they've had with previous deployments, and also just where things may be needed. So for instance, talking to victims' families is a very difficult thing to do, and us as scientists might not always be equipped for that. And so just having the recognition that there could be extra training or things to think about involving these processes that we don't natively think about.
Yeah. Was that beneficial to maybe expanding in your toolkit, having that kind of knowledge now that you've gained?
Absolutely. And we do have additional resources for the toolkit that has public available resources for how to handle trauma with your employees during a casualty event, the weight that could bring, what to do when you reacclimate them back into your laboratory. So we've hopefully prepared a bunch of resources that are already out there by other agencies, but kind of congregate it to one area, so if you're ever in need, you can quickly access it.
Yeah, that's spectacular. So can you tell me, how in the world did you ever get into this field? What was your pathway?
Yeah, so I went to West Virginia University and I studied forensic and investigative science, and I later did my master's there, and my master's involved rapid DNA testing, using it in a hospital setting, hopefully to triage sexual assault evidence before it gets to the laboratory. So I feel like I've already had this passion for rapid DNA instrumentation and how we could use it and how it can benefit a laboratory setting. And so Marshall University, they have a DNA technical assistance program where students, when they do their internship, they can go out to agencies, and the whole year before their internship, they would have practiced and worked on these projects. So then they go into the agency and they get up and running, and that was how this ultimately started, is through that program.
That's so great. Great job.
Thank you.
That's very cool. And so, did you, as a young kid, just think about, I would just love to be in the forensics world? Is there anything like that really tipped you off or you were interested in?
Yeah, so my mom was very interested in like forensic files and all like the cold case shows growing up. And so I think by watching that and like always watching the cases, whether they're cold cases or current cases, kind of left an impression. And so when I went to college and I was trying to identify, what do I want to be, where do I want to go, that was like one of the first things that came to mind, and my path just kept leading me down the road, and it felt personal and felt like I was supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's that aspect of knowing that you're helping people, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially with victim identification, giving family members their loved ones back.
Yeah, that's very important work you're doing. Well, Taylor, it was very nice getting to chat with you, and hopefully we'll see you at ISHI 36.
100%. I'm excited.
Okay, that's great.
Thank
nice
you.
Chatting with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.